For some reason, I feel like we should have seen this coming. You got children on the internet now more than ever. Some of these children ain't never played outside in the yard before. Ain't never walked bare feet in the grass. Ain't A lot of these kids today don't even know how to ride a bike. All of their time is spent holding a cell phone, scrolling up and scrolling down. So I just feel like with kids, they kind of in a bad place because they in love with something that's hurting them. And you got people logging on purposely just to kill your kids, creating games that they know your children won't win. I mean, I'm going to post a link to the video in the description, but you know, they had a game where it was actually telling kids to kill themselves. It was called the Momo Challenge. And the Momo doll, or whatever you want to call it, it was actually giving kids instructions on how to kill their parents, and it was giving them instructions on how to kill themselves. You know, and like I say, social media has become a babysitter. Social media, listen, if you don't believe me, just look at the videos. We got children 2 months, 3 months, 4 months old. They parents putting iPhones, they putting tablets in their hand. Yeah, it starts off with them watching the little things on YouTube where it's teaching them they ABCs and it's teaching them they one, two, threes. It starts off that way, but it kind of, it's like the train derails a little bit and it goes into something else. I remember when my daughter was young or whatever, and we used to watch the Finger Family. I don't know if y'all ever watched the Finger Family or whatever. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. We used to watch all the little different Little Red Riding Hoods. And one day, we clicked on the Little Red Riding Hood, and it was this grown woman, in lingerie or whatever, and it's like, this is marketed for kids, and it's like, that's why you have to be in tune and what's going on with your kids. You can't just hand them the iPad or the tablet and just let them go off on their own. And I commend the mother in this story because she said, "Hey, look, I was checking my son history on his phone, but every time I check it, he would delete everything. So I don't know, maybe it's something that we could put on the phones to where the children can't delete the history without a passcode or something. I don't know. I'm trying to brainstorm with y'all so we could come up with something, to save these children because it's definitely an attack against them. And with them spending so much time alone and on these phones, it's gonna really be hard to save some of these children. And like I say, I know for 10, 15 minutes or to an hour, that phone might give you a break from your child, but I don't know. I think I would kind of rather be annoyed by my child than to walk in a room and find them laying dead, you know, in a bedroom. Or I think I would rather be annoyed by my child than to have, you know, his brother or his sister to call me and say, "Hey, dad, we just found such and such dead." At that point, I really don't, I just don't think it's worth it, you know. Uh, get these kids to put these phones down. I'm out.